Hello everyone, this is the video lecture to see the topic firewall location and configuration. This topic is from Unit 5 for the subject cybersecurity. The objectives are to understand how to locate and configure firewalls. Firewall is positioned to provide a protective barrier between an external and potentially untrusted source of traffic and an internal network. With that general principle in mind, a security administrator must decide on the location and on the number of firewalls needed. So this is the one way of locating the firewall is DMZ networks, demilitarized zone networks. This is the organization of DMZ networks. So in this configuration, there are our network have been divided into internal DMZ network, and another one zone is there, that is internal protected network. So there are two types of firewalls will be used: internal firewall and external firewall. Internal protected network consists of main applications and database servers and workstations. But in case of the module internal DMZ network consists of various web server, email servers and DNS servers. So these two modules are connected to the local area network switch. The internal firewall have been installed in the gateway of LAN network, LAN switch, that is having the connection with the internal protected network. On the other hand, the external firewall have been installed near to the boundary router. The boundary router will get the data from the external network, and the external traffic will be filtered and monitored by the external firewall. So on the other whole, the external firewall will monitor the traffic externally, and inside the network the internal firewall will monitor the traffic in every local area networks. And the another one configuration used is virtual private network. Virtual private network offers an attractive solution to network managers. It consists of set of computers that interconnect by means of a relatively unsecure network, and that make use of encryption and special protocols to provide security. The internet or some other public network can be used to interconnect sites, providing a cost savings over the use of private network and offloading the wide area network management task to the public network provider. So this is this diagram showing the VPN security scenario. In VPN, the firewall with IP security have been installed, and the IP security protocols have been used in every firewall and in the individual modules of the network. In each local area connectivity, a firewall with IP security have been installed and used. So in a virtual private network, so many firewalls installed with IP security, and each local area network can be protected with the help of the firewall. And the third configuration is distributed firewall. A distributed firewall configuration involves standalone firewall devices plus host-based firewalls working together under a central administrative control. The administrator can configure host resident firewalls on hundreds of servers and workstations, as well as configure personal firewalls on local and remote user systems. So again, this is the structure of distributed firewall. So distributed firewall have been used in the large network with different modules, like having external DMZ network, external DMZ network having several web servers, internal DMZ network have servers like web server, email server, DNS network, and in the protected network is there. Internal protected networks will protect several application and database servers from the workstations. Here again the external firewall and the internal firewalls will be used. Also, the host resident firewall have been used in distributed environment. This category includes personal firewall software and firewall software on servers. Such firewalls can be used alone or as a part of an in-depth firewall deployment. A screening router, a single router between the internal and external networks with stateless or stateful packet filtering have been used. Single bastion inline, a single firewall device between an internal and external router. This firewall may implement stateful filters. This firewall may implement stateful filters. This firewall